Now, want to jump right into, what everybody's talking about, man. The Ryan and the Devin. Listen, Carlos, me and you sat down. Looks like Ryan fooled everybody, but he didn't quite fool you, man. We sat down and we were talking about it, and you were like, man, everybody thinks this dude's crazy, but a little bit about me says this guy's gonna come in ready as hell. I
Ryan
remember.
might be sleeping. Like, we might be sleeping on Ryan. He might be taking a fight very seriously
Yeah.
right now. But he's just trolling the world like he says he's trolling. But we don't really know. That's the crazy part. Like, he might be trolling us. We thinking that he's like mentally he needs to go to the hospital. He's disturbed, but he could be really training his ass off right now.
Hell, I remember those were your exact words, and it freaking happened, man. So talk to us, man. He fooled everybody. Talk to us. What do you think about the fight?
Bro, listen to me. I had $1,000 betting DraftKings for Ryan. I pulled it out on Friday because I don't know if he's gonna win, so I pulled it out. Bro, I was super mad. As soon as he hit him with the first minute of the fight, the first minute of the round, bro, that first hook buzzed him. I said, "Oh my God, he's about to stop. He's about to stop Devin, bro. He's about to." That's exact words came out of my mouth. He's about to stop Devin, bro. He's about to stop him, bro. When I tell you, I was like on the edge of my whole seat. That was a good fight. Devin, he showed the heart of a champion. He was, he tried his best, bro. He really tried. But Ryan was not playing, bro. Ryan fooled everybody. Listen, Ryan's a showman, bro. He hustled the world, man. He really hustled the world. He's a definite showman. He deserves his props. I'm not going to take nothing away from him. He beat the hell out of Devin, bro. Listen, the referee saved Devin in the 7th round. One of the rounds, I forgot whichever round Devin got knocked down the 2nd round. The referee saved him, yo. The ref saved the fuck out of Devin, bro.
Bernard Hopkins was on the Spit Bucket podcast yesterday, and he's saying exactly what you said, Carlos. He said, have you ever heard on black crime? He goes, well, that 7th round was black on black help.
Definitely, dog. He saved him. Devin was out, bro. Devin was out on his feet, bro. I'm like, whoa. He's about this. I'm super shocked, yo. Like, I've never seen Devin like this. And I've never seen Ryan be this aggressive, yo. Ryan he fight, but Ryan had a chip on his shoulder, bro. He was gonna prove himself. He was there to prove who the fuck he was, and he definitely proved it. He proved it. Fuck that 1.5 million. He proved it. He's about to make bank his next fight, yo.
Yeah, man. Yeah, David, what did you think about the fight? Did he fool everybody, or are you still convinced he's a little bit nutso? I think you're still convinced he's a little bit crazy.
No, I think there's definitely something still going on with Ryan. No, I'm serious, dude. He's admitted it himself. He said during camp, "Hey, I was going through some shit. I was depressed, and he would drink. And when you drink, you do the fucking drunk text and shit. And I think that's what a lot of that was too. Sometimes his words were all misspelled and shit. But you never know, right? You never know. No one knows for sure except Ryan and maybe the people who are closest to him. So I'm still thinking, because we do know that he has taken out a year from boxing. He stepped away because of mental issues. So that is a very real thing. So
his girlfriend broke up with him.
And in all seriousness, right? Not to make fun of him, not to kick him or anything like that. It's not like a point of degradation. I'm just saying, like, homie was going through some things. He needed to take time out. It's documented. And I believe he was probably having another episode. But, kudos to him for overcoming that or using that to his advantage. And still having the dedication to work through a training camp. He came in good shape. It wasn't like, I know he came in overweight, but he wasn't like slacking off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He wasn't slacking. He looked brolic, man. He was looking pretty brolic in there. So I'm on that point. I think he did. There's a little half and half. He fooled everyone a little bit. And I think even though Haney and Bill were saying, we don't believe he's crazy, we think he's doing this to promote, I think they still might have let their guard down just a little bit.
A little bit? No, a lot.
Or a lot of bit, right?
A lot of bit. They let their guard down a lot. He slept on Devin. He slept on Ryan a whole lot.
One thing I want to echo, Carlos, that you just said though, and I think it's getting lost in all the memes and the replays and all that. Devin showed a lot of freaking heart in that fight, man. He got knocked down 3 times. He could have been out in any one of those moments. He was out on his feet after some of those knockdowns. Yes, he had a little help from the ref, but you still got to get on your feet, man. And he tried every single time. So I think kudos, shout out to Devin for showing that heart. He has the heart of a champion. Ryan was just better than him that night.
Devin was. He was a better man. That's just boxing, man. That's what I tell cats, man. Like, this is not going to. I mean, the thing is like, I feel bad for Devin because it's like, it's not like he lost to Cambosis or you know what I mean? The only thing is Ryan is a mega star right now. That fight made him even more of a mega star than what he was as far as to the character. Now everybody respects it, so it's like, can Devin really come back? That's the only thing I'll tell my chime today. Can Devin come back? I don't know. He can come back, but I don't know if he'll be the same as far as
he got beat up.
Yeah. That's my next question. Now that's my next question there, Carlos. Look, I really, in my opinion, I wish Devin Haney would have maybe lost the belt. But usually the organizations, Carlos, if it's a situation like this and Ryan doesn't make weight, usually the organization say, well, the belt's not on for Ryan, but it's still on for Haney. But in this case, they didn't do that. They did Haney a favor because usually if Haney loses, the belts are vacated. They didn't do that. They're letting him keep it. So what I'm going at is now he's going to have to fight. He's going to have to fight by December. And I really don't think he should fight. Do you guys think he needs like a year rest after this beating? And not only this one, Linares, Loma, all of them.
I think one, it's like I say, at this point now, because since he lost to Ryan Garcia, this is not like you losing to Lomachenko. You lost to Ryan Garcia. People thought he was a joke, a YouTube fighter. Now Ryan's a mega star right now. And he made him even more of a mega star in the way he beat you. It's like you have to stop somebody at a significant way at this point now. You have to beat the hell out of somebody. So it's like, should he fight? I think he should take a little time off, but he has to come back and beat the hell out of somebody, yo. Whoever's mandatory is, he has to beat the hell out of it. I don't think he'll do it, but he has to. Because now it's the same way like Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner, when he fought Madonna, his career was never the same. He could never recover from that fight. And this is the same way I feel about Ryan.
It's kind of that tough of a loss, right? Like, something inside that wasn't the same for Broner.
It's like it's an embarrassing loss. Like, talked your way into it. Your dad talked your way into it. You had this bravado, and Ryan Garcia played crazy. People thought he was a YouTube fighter, and he's a fucking mega. Like, everybody knows. Like, everybody's talking about this fight. This is a viral moment, and you got your ass thrashed like that. Like, it looked so helpless. You look helpless. It's like people are gonna now meme you now. Like the internet is undefeated. The people are gonna meme him now forever. Yeah. That way doing Broner is still getting crashed by Madonna. That was 8 years ago. They won't let him breathe. Madonna
breathe, man. That's right, buddy. Yeah. The internet's undefeated.
Dave, what do you think? Should he take some time off?
Well, there's a couple of things around that, right? Like, one, let's not forget Ryan came in with an advantage. All right. There are some people that like to use the word cheat. I don't think he cheated. I think he was dishonorable a little bit because he knew he wasn't going to make weight that week. He knew it. If you saw him, usually boxers, they're wearing hoodies, they're wearing jackets, they're trying to keep their body hot and warm, so they're constantly burning calories and whatnot. He was showing up to press conferences with shirts and no shirt, and he wasn't trying to make weight that week, or he wasn't trying his damnedest. All right. So he knew he wasn't going to make weight. that could have been a phone call like, yo, man, don't kill yourself to make weight because I'm not going to make weight. Let's agree to a weight above 140 and take it from there. That would have been the honorable thing to do. But he didn't do that. He made Haney sacrifice to the very end to cut those last few pounds. So there was an advantage there. Haney accepted it. He took it on. So we can't say he cheated.
Yeah.
Right? But that was still an advantage. And it's a huge advantage because 3.5 pounds is no joke.
Yeah, because you definitely rehydrate a whole lot.
And then he got to recuperate. Exactly. And then Haney still looked weak to me the night of the fight. The way he was climbing up the stairs, he didn't seem to have his legs under him. So I get the part of it was a kind of a humiliating loss, but he still has that. It depends on if he can use that in his mind and say, like, wait a minute, man, that dude came in a lot stronger than me. It wasn't an even playing field. I tried to keep the show going on. It didn't work in my favor. I can come back from that. If he can keep that mind state, maybe it doesn't hurt his pride as much. But Mark, we said this in our last podcast. We said Haney should take the rest of the year off. I think that should be a good one. He took a hell of a beating in that fight, and he needs to rest and recuperate.
Just rest your mental. That's the only thing I say. Rest mental.
Yes.
Because
Yeah. Well,
a crazy world, bro.
And turn off social media, bro.
Yeah, the internet's a crazy world, bro.
Let it die down.
Yeah. The long con, man. The long con, man. But okay, let's move on here. Canelo Munguia, man. I guess all three of us, we've all talked. We all know, we all have Canelo winning. But let's be honest, man. The real question is, what does Munguia have to do? Okay.
You're cutting out.
What does? Yeah. All right. The real question here is Canelo Munguia. We all think Canelo's gonna win. What does Munguia have to do to beat Canelo? Carlos, starting with you.
Man, I don't know, bro. Because Munguia just he's not a boxer. One bit at all. So he's going to come forward. I don't know, bro. I honestly don't know. I don't see him beating him, period. I just don't see him beating him. It had to be a miracle. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not one of them guys that's like, oh man, he didn't have a puncher's chance. He got a puncher's chance, but how much of a chance does he truly have? Because non-factuality is like, you fight a Canelo's sharp, he can punch, he's a very great counter puncher, and it's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna come forward like, okay, when he fought Bivol 1 was bigger than him. Bivol was aggressive, but at the same time, Bivol was very cautious, and he has good footwork. He has good rhythm and good timing. Munguia is not that. He does not have what Bivol has, so it's like, you're gonna just come forward and Canelo just gonna I don't know, bro. Like I said, I don't know. I can't tell you what Bivol. I don't know how many big years. I don't know. And the thing is, he doesn't have the punching power of Beterbiev to be able to like equalize him to make Canelo just stop. Like he has power, but it's not enough. It's not enough, dog. It's just not. It's not enough.
Yeah, David, what do you think, man? What does Munguia got to do to beat the biggest thing in boxing right now? Well, we don't know, right? Ryan might be now, but well, what does he got to do to beat the biggest threat in boxing, Canelo?
I don't know, man. Find a way to get in his locker room and spike him with an edible before the fight or some shit. No, I think this. I'm with you, man. I don't know what he's got to do. It's almost the perfect style for Canelo. Munguia has the perfect style for him, right? Canelo loves it when you come forward at him, and he loves the counter punch, and he throws every punch with all his
bad intentions.
Very, very much so. I think Munguia before he got with Freddie Roach was a lot to lose this fight. One thing that I noticed in Munguia's last fight, his first fight with Roach, Munguia used to go in and throw 5-6 punch combinations and mix it up with his opponents. And he wasn't really setting up those combinations. He was just throwing combinations to throw combinations, right? Because it was kind of almost mindless.
Yeah.
This time against Ryder, he wasn't throwing 5 or 6. He was throwing 2s and 3s sometimes, and then he'd get out. So you go in, do some work, and then get out of the pocket, and reset, or make his opponent reset and see what his opponent's gonna do. That's gonna be kind of, I think, the plan. Because if he goes in trying to overwhelm Canelo,
he's gonna get stopped.
It's over. Yeah, it's over. And he as long as he stays busy, because again, Canelo's a counterpuncher by heart, right? So he's gonna kind of wait on you to see what you got, and then he can press the action if he feels like he needs to. But you can outwork Canelo, just like Bivol did, right? You can outwork him because he doesn't throw that many shots. But you can't exchange with him, and you can't stay in there too long, because he's gonna find a shot to land on you, whether it's up top with the hook or down in the body. It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot of luck and just a perfect game plan. But I don't see Munguia beating Canelo either.
Yeah, he has to have a perfect. He has to literally be the perfect fighter.
Yeah.
He has to be the perfect fighter.
Yeah.
He has to be.
It's got to be the perfect game, man.
Tough matchup for Munguia. Just to mention, I talked to Azabache Torres from Mexico and his brothers, Azabache Torres from the J Panda camp. They were all in agreement that Munguia has to fight the same exact way he fought against Derevinchenko. He's never fought that style before. He fought upright and used his distance. They said that could be something good for him. I was saying maybe he could roughhouse Canelo and piss him off, because remember, a couple of times that Canelo got pissed off, he loses the fight. He got pissed off against Mayweather, lost his head. He got pissed off against Bivol.
That was frustration.
Mayweather was
frustration. Yeah, frustrated.
Mayweather's a whole different breed of defensive.
Yeah.
He's
some guys that also GGG.
Try to hit him and you can't.
Yeah.
In one of the Triple G fights, he got pissed off also. So those situations, he gets mad, loses his head, and he loses the fight. I don't know, but yeah, you're right. Mayweather is a different
I ain't
breed.
gonna lie. Triple G has a chin. He has a hell of a chin and a hell of a punch. So, like I said, he has to have a chin, a punch.
Yeah.
And and on top of that, Triple G knows how to. Triple D knows how to box. He knows how to cut the ring off. So it's a different. I don't know. Munguia has to be perfect, yo. He has to be perfect. He has to be everything in one.
And in one night,
Yeah. Can you imagine if he wins, man? Oscar De La Hoya will have two of the faces of boxing, man. On